Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to the show. And I am excited and pleased as punch to have my longtime friend and Zenny62 Media blogger and vlogger on who absolutely hates my taste in music, but nonetheless, it's an inside joke. Melissa and Rubin. Was that fun? How you doing?
Hi.
Oh boy. Okay, so now that we went from all the music medley, if you had to describe the Baltimore Ravens this year as a song or music group, what would they be?
Oh my God. I don't know. That's I don't know if I could think of anything like off the top of my head. That's an interesting question.
I mean, you like
I-
rock, right? Would you put them in the rock
yeah,
category or?
like rock and roll, they're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, ready. Who is it that sang I want to rock? I want to rock.
Oh, Twisted Sister.
Yeah. So the Baltimore Ravens would be the Twisted Sisters of the NFL. Maybe. What do you think of the Ravens this year so far after that win? Did you see that coming?
Um, no. I mean, I thought they would win the game, but and I'm probably the only person who thought this, I thought the game was going to be a lot closer. I guess I had different expectations out of the Browns. I mean, it's like it's been a very long off season and just a crazy year, and I had forgotten about a lot of things that like in the NFL like period. Just because it felt like things happened so long ago, and like even the quarterbacks on different teams forgetting who went where and things like that. But even like I forgot that the Browns have a new head coach, so that definitely, if I would have remembered that, I may not have thought that it would have been a closer game. But I mean, I thought the Ravens would win, but I didn't think that it was going to be like that lopsided of a game.
Are you surprised that? I mean, are you surprised that the Browns looked as bad as they did? Because to me, it could have been the Matt Rule situation with the Raiders, where arguably they should have won the game, but they didn't.
Well, I also like had the thought in the back of my head where last season when they played each other, it was the first game they played each other where the Browns just completely dominated. I mean, killed the Ravens. So, I mean, that was a game that, no one saw coming. And the Browns were, they were improved last year. So in that game, I mean, they came out firing on all cylinders. And I don't know what happened to the Ravens in that game. I mean, they just kind of imploded. They had no defense, couldn't get the offense going. That was a painful game. So the Browns are clearly capable of beating the Ravens and beating them pretty bad. But it was almost like, that game was flipped. And then this past Sunday, the Ravens like showed up and they were the ones firing on all cylinders, and the Browns just completely imploded.
You could say that again. I pulled up this for you and us. 6-38, 6 Browns, 38 Ravens. And Ravens started off going ahead 10-6 in the first quarter. Then they knocked and clapped on 14 more points in the second. And then they clamped on 7 more points in the third, and then 7 more points in the fourth. Whereas the Browns were stuck at 6. And that's it. And as far as the numbers, Lamar Jackson, listen, 20 of 25 for 275, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. What do you think about that?
A really good game. Like it just they were saying how much how hard he worked in the off season. I mean, his whole thing that he keeps saying is that he wants to win a Super Bowl, I feel like that's like the monkey on his back now. I don't know. I feel like the first step is like at least win a playoff game. Like
Yeah, I agree.
win a playoff game.
Because you got to get
Um,
one to get to the other, right?
yes, like I mean it's good to aim high, but I feel like you got to take baby steps. But he really worked extremely hard this off season, and in a challenging off season where once the pandemic started, I don't really know how he was able to working out, and I know he was practicing he did practice with some of his receivers. I don't really know how they did all that, but the fact that he kept working throughout the off season definitely showed on the field on Sunday. So a lot of improvement.
How do you think Ravens, excuse me, ugh, how do you think the Ravens offense overall performed with their new running backs and their new speedy draft picks?
I like that. I mean, it was Mark Ingram, but then they had the rookie, J.K. Dobbins,
Mm-hmm.
who had a really good game. And yeah, he was like fun to watch, like pretty explosive. And I mean, they're pretty stacked running back.
Yeah, here's the numbers for trying to get this. Sorry, folks, I'm trying to get the screen to actually decide it wants to move down and let us look at the rest of the statistics. And there we are. Rushing, Lamar Jackson was 7 for 45, Ingram 10 of 29, Dobbins 722, and Edwards 4 for 17, Robert Griffin and Patrick Richard, and then Marquise Brown. Look at that. Well, listen, Marquise Brown, 5 receptions for 101 yards, a 20.2 yard average. Willie Snead, 4 for 64 for a 16 yard average. In all, 5 of the Raiders receivers averaged more than 10 yards a catch. And Patrick Richard had 1 for 9. So we'll put an asterisk there. But what about that with respect to the passing game? I didn't expect to see that. I thought we would see more of the running attack. Not that I'm saying there's anything wrong, but I love that it seems to me that the Ravens offense is maturing. Yeah?
Yes, I think so. And I hope it continues. I hope it wasn't just this one game. But that was the thing. Like I was expecting Lamar to just keep running with the ball. Like the usual, but he threw so much more. And he was targeting different receivers. It wasn't just like throwing to the same guy all the time. So that was kind of nice to see, like spreading the love and just, yeah, like throwing instead of constantly running.
Mm-hmm. And the defense, they only allowed 6 points. I gotta process that. I'm used to the great Ravens defenses of old, but last year they were not what they were before in Ravens of lore, right? But this time, if we pull up the screen again like that, and we go down to the yard, if you will, the numbers yard, as sometimes I like to call these things, and then get us to the best defensive stats generally on the other side, because you can see what basically they didn't do. And okay, Baker Mayfield was 21 of 39, 189, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Ravens got an interception. And the Kareem Hunt had 5.5 yards, 13 carries for 72 yards. That sounds like he may have picked up those in garbage time. Jarvis Landry was the best receiver they had, 5 of 61. And they've got, this doesn't have the sack news in it. They just have in terms of the statistics. But you can tell just by looking at these statistics alone that the Ravens did go over 100 yards rushing, but and they had over roughly 5 yards, an average 5 yards a carry. but it wasn't matched by their passing game. 189 yards total on 39 on 21 attempts. They threw 31 times. They had an interception, and so definitely, this is due to the people on the other side. When you watched the game, what did you notice about the Ravens' defense against the Browns' offense?
I mean, I thought the defense was really good, but I thought that they could have been a little more dominant than they were.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, this is more a win for the Ravens' offense than the defense. So we shouldn't, or should we? Should we say Super Bowl?
I never say that word. I'm very superstitious. Like, I just don't take it one game at a time.
One game at one game.
That's what I do.
And
the long season.
Right. And who's the next opponent, by the way? Having said that,
Texans.
Whoa, that's right. That's Ravens. The Ravens at the Texans Sunday. And there's the matchup. The Ravens at the Texans are right here. I'm trying to make that. There it is. Yeah. Ravens and Texans. Got a score prediction for me?
No, but I never do score predictions. I just don't never do that.
What are you going to look for in this contest?
I want to see how Lamar plays again. Like, what does he look like? Like, how and what offensively, what they do. Like, will they look? You know, they have to have a different game plan, obviously. But I wonder, like, will he start running the ball more? Will he pass a lot? Like, I just don't know. I'm curious to see how that plays out, especially against a team that is better than the Browns. So, I think this will be more of a tell just to see how they. Because as good as they looked on Sunday, they also played a team. It's not very good. So I just don't know. It's kind of hard, you can't really
assess them.
Assess it until see them play.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And then the following week, they're playing the Chiefs.
Yeah,
so that is going to be a huge game. I mean,
wow.
I'm really looking forward to that game.
Wow.
Yeah. The funny thing is because of this whole pandemic and everything, and I was one of those who really wasn't even sure that the season was going to happen. I mean, I normally, when the schedule comes out, I put it in my planner. I have everything written down. I basically will memorize the whole first month of games. Like, I just, get it all in my head. And this time I didn't do anything. I mean, I only knew who they were playing week 1, and that was it. So after Sunday, I looked at the schedule. Like, I actually did add it to my planner, but I just was like, wow, because I forgot they have a lot of primetime games. So it's like there's going to be a lot of attention on them this season. So I hope they play well all season.
How's Baltimore doing, by the way, in terms of the pandemic? I know we talked about that once before, but how have things changed in general?
I think, well, they've been very slow to reopen. So in the state of Maryland, when certain things were opening, like the governor, we're in phase, I think we're in phase 3. Like, the state is in phase 3, but I think that Baltimore City is still in phase 2, or it actually might have just gone into phase 3. I can't even remember. It's hard to keep everything straight, but they have actually just been behind what the state is doing, kind of just taking things very slowly, which I'm okay with. I mean, some people are tired of it and they just want everything open, but I'm okay with it. So it's like, I mean, I know like places have outdoor dining, but then now it's they're I forget whatever the percentages that you can have indoor dining. Like I don't remember if it's 25% or 50%. Like I can't keep it straight. But yeah, I mean it's been slow,
Yeah,
but I think it's better to be
it's
extra cautious.
I'm in suburban Atlanta. It's weird. It's about a lot of places that I'm used to going to are closed. My
Mm.
mom likes to go shopping a lot out. So but it's a tough one. But I'm glad football is back because at least gives some semblance of well, yeah, normalcy. I know that's said again and again and again,
Mm-hmm.
but what we had was a valuable life, I thought. And
Mm.
it was great to have this other thing to think about or pay attention to, or in my case, do, which is part of my business. Uh, and that's a reminder of well, it's just fun. It doesn't have to be
Right.
anything. It's just fun. We didn't have any. We were having fun. It's like all the fun had been ripped out of life, right?
Right.
That's how I feel. And now it's coming back. Definitely. Hey, I know you want to get some rest, so we'll talk more backstage, folks. We'll be back with more. Remember, tomorrow night is Thursday night football. Also, tomorrow night the NBA plays. Are you watching the NBA games, Melissa, by chance?
No.
That's
I
because
mean, I follow like the headlines, but I haven't been watching.
Baltimore has no NBA team, right? So it's like,
No.
you need one.
Well, we had one a long time ago.
Where did they go?
To DC.
Oh, I forgot about the Bullets.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Folks, the things you forget.
Yeah.
Do you remember Wes Unseld?
Yes.
Yeah. He was a great player. All right. So stick around backstage, folks. We will return. And also check out Melissa Rubin's colleague. Melissa, have you met Jessica Dwyer yet online? I don't know. Okay.
No.
Jessica Dwyer is another one of our vloggers. She's a VIP entertainment vlogger and met at Comic-Con. She interviewed the director of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you go to Open News Now and go right there not on the very top, but it's actually the second bookmarked or linked or stickied post. And I'm really proud of what she's accomplished with it. And yeah, even the director himself and the star who plays in it, not Keanu Reeves, but his colleague, retweeted it.
Oh.
Yes. So it was like, what? Yeah. So it's great for her, great for Zenny 62 Media too. Gotta say. All right. And she's great for us too. So stick around, Melissa. All right, everybody. We'll see you. Okay. All right.